How is it going today? Loyalist Kingdom. My name is Dwayne.
My name is Jasmine.
We're Dwayne and Jazz. Today we have for you Film Theory, the gross truth of Bakugo's Quirk, My Hero Academia. And my God, my hero is pretty lit this season. Oh my God, I have never felt an anime so much that's made me want to tear up every episode. Right.
Like, I don't care about any other, well, I do like every other anime, but I'm saying no other one makes me want to cry.
Right.
As much as this one does. Every time I'm just tearing up.
Jesus. Anyway, if you guys have any reaction requests, please follow us on all social media. Send the latest slow and don't forget to
subscribe.
Let's dive on in.
Oh man, I can't wait for the new episode of My Hero!
The UA Sports Festival.
I'm sorry, Zuka. Deku, you bastard!
Young man, you too can become a hero.
One week later. Oh man, I can't wait for this new episode of My Hero Academia.
Internships.
Sorry, Zuka. You bastard!
You too can become a hero.
I can't wait for this new episode of My Hero Academia.
Stain. Become a hero.
Is it just me, or am I starting to notice a pattern here?
Of what? Emotion and
tear jerk action. I will teach you.
I'll teach you to be a better hero.
Then ending.
Yeah.
Hello, Internet! Welcome to Film Theory, the show that always sweats the small stuff. Speaking of sweat, you know what I hate? Katsuki Bakugo, the sandy-haired,
I love his character. A lot of people
My
hate
Hero
him.
Academia. I know, I get it. He's learning to accept others and blah, 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 but seriously, dude, get over yourself.
He is always mad.
Protection, damn it!
It's one thing to be stubborn and cocky, but geez, dial it back once in a while.
I just want to say,
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
I'm gonna win.
He said it so
His
dry.
obnoxious personality, he has got himself one heck of a fascinating superpower. While quirks in the Hero Academia universe can range from godlike to totally useless, when Bakugo spun the wheel, he definitely landed closer to the godly end of the scale. If you don't know the show, let me tell ya, he's got himself the power to produce massive explosions. But the way that he activates that power, like Bakugo himself, is, less than pleasant. You see, Bakugo's quirk isn't just making things magically explode. He's no Yoshikage Kira.
I don't know what anime that's from.
Instead,
I know the meme.
Explosions are a byproduct of his actual quirk, which is that he sweats nitroglycerin. Or to be more specific, a substance very similar to nitroglycerin, which he can detonate at will.
Damn.
You're such a stalker, by now you probably know how my quirk explosion works. I secrete nitroglycerin like sweat from my hands and make it blow up.
Essentially, the sweatier he gets, the bigger his explosions are. And over the course of the series, we've seen Bakugo make some pretty darn big, earth-shattering kabooms. Even without his special grenade gloves that store up his, fluids to create bigger blasts. So, of course, all this raises the obvious question.
I know.
How much would Bakugo have to sweat to create blasts as big and powerful as he does? Well, you ought to know by now that that's the exact sort of insane question that I answer on this channel. So roll on some old spice and make sure that you're wearing an undershirt.
Sweat.
Since today we're literally working up a sweat to prove how hot under the collar this anime character gets. And spoiler alert, he's producing more sweat daily than the gaming room at your local anime convention.
It's always hot.
It's that bad.
Right.
We're told that Bakugo's sweat is basically identical to
Remember our game room at
nitroglycerin, and
college?
since science knows a lot about how much nitroglycerin expands when it explodes, by measuring a given explosion from the anime, we can work out pretty easily exactly how sweaty Bakugo would have to get. Now, one thing I'm
gotta
not
be immersed.
gonna do is make him
You gotta
Bakugo
drown.
in his hero costume, since those grenade gauntlets of his are designed to store his sweat over time, thus making their explosive power more based on how long he's been wearing them as opposed to how much he's actually sweating. That said, the newest season of the anime has given us a great benchmark. In Season 3, Episode 3, we're given a quirk training montage where each character is trying to push their quirk to the limit.
That part where me and Jasmine thought the same thing when he was just letting
letting it go. I was like, is this hurting him? He's just all he has to do is just basically keep doing it because he has to have endurance. So
I was just the scene didn't look right at all. First of all,
I was like, it doesn't look
right.
Correct.
Necessarily, and then he's just like, that's me and her was like, what the hell?
Some of them was lucky though during that hero training. I'm about to say hero training with like a sugar rush. All he has to do is eat
food. Yep.
All he has to do is eat food and store up all that sugar. You know how lucky he is?
I know.
Everybody else gotta like do push-ups and everything like Midoriya did. All he had to do was eat.
Yeah, that was really good. I really thought that arc should have been a little longer. Now
to
showcase everybody fighting the villain. I understand that it wasn't bad, but I feel like it should have been longer. Like
you mean when they fought the
villains?
Oh, okay.
I feel like it should have been longer, like more like
maybe just a little tad bit longer,
just a little longer.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit more. Let's give it a little. We had Todoroki, but like give us some other background characters because we did get a little bit of class. Like twice, I would like to see him fight more. Yeah. They did give us a little bit of Class B, so no problem. Anyway, let's dive on.
Hours. We're expressly told that
my favorite character right there.
Plunging his hands into boiling water to expand his sweat glands, then creating chain explosions to increase the scale of his pain and attacks.
So not only are these visually the largest fireballs that he produces in the series, we also know that Bakugo is intentionally pushing himself to his limits here to unleash his full strength, both in terms of explosion size as well as how fast he's making those explosions happen. At first, I thought I could just measure the blast using Bakugo himself as the measuring stick, since he's right there and we know that his cannon height is exactly 172 centimeters based on the character's that pop up between commercial breaks.
So he's like shorter than you.
As precise as possible, which when it comes to Bakugo is a bit of an issue. He has that Super Saiyan perm thing going on that makes it hard to figure out how exactly his height's being measured. And he almost never stands up straight. Lucky for us, though, Bakugo is not the only measuring stick that we have at our disposal here. He's standing next to an oil drum. The exact same kind of oil drum that his fellow classmate Todoroki is using for his training. And with his good posture and flat haircut, this icy hot honor student makes for
they call him Icy Hot too. That's what I call him.
We know that from heel to head, Todoroki stands at 176 centimeters tall. That means, using his height in this manga profile picture as a baseline, we can determine his pupillary distance, or the distance between the centers of the pupils of his eyes. A measurement that's often taken by optometrists during eye appointments.
Okay.
On average, male pupillary distances are between 7.7 centimeters, and Todoroki's pupils are exactly 7.62 centimeters apart, so it falls right in that range. This measurement can then be translated over to the training montage to measure the barrel from side to side in this shot, which gives us a barrel diameter of 79.88 centimeters. Finally, we can apply those barrel measurements to the one standing next to Bakugo to measure the diameter of the fireball. And here's where we run into one other snag. You see, we're never actually shown the full scale of the fireball that creates.
We just seen
like that. You can clearly tell goes above the tree line. So we're just gonna have to settle for measuring the part of the fireball that we can actually see in this flat-on shot. But trust me, even that is more than enough. If we cut a chunk off the fireball starting at the widest point before it goes past the edge of the screen, we get a dome that's 2,545 centimeters across by 716 centimeters tall. Plugging those numbers into this formula, which measures the volumes of spherical caps, gives us a total volume of 2,428.2 cubic meters, or 2,428,207 liters of exploding gas.
Oh my God.
Sounds like a lot, but to truly understand what that means, let's dig a little deeper.
That's a very high number.
Sounds like millions.
Nitroglycerin expands to a little over 1,200 times the volume of its original liquid form. So all we have to do is divide the volume of the explosion by 1,200 to see just how much sweat Bakugo would need to produce it, leaving us with a final grand total of a whopping 2,023.5 liters of sweat. To put that in perspective, an average human produces between 0.8 and 1.4 liters of sweat during an hour of exercise. Or for a fairer point of comparison, since Bakugo's using hot water to open up his sweat glands, an average person produces just 1 liter of sweat after 15 minutes in a steam room. Bakugo is sweating at least 2,000 times that amount in the 5 seconds between explosions in this scene. And remember, that's just part of the fireball. The whole thing is 3 to 4 times the size of what we can actually measure, which means that Bakugo is probably producing closer to 6,000 liters of sweat in 5 seconds from just the palms of his hands. That's about 150 times the total volume of liquid contained in the average human body. And if a real person were truly sweating that much liquid, they'd shrivel up and die like like a prune in a fraction of a second. But let's just ignore that problem for a moment and assume that Bakugo's quirk somehow compensates for this rapid
Maybe it should. It's keeping him alive.
It prevents his explosions from blowing his hands off. I mean, after all, this is a universe where a guy's whole body can be made out of teleporting mist, or a guy's face can be made out of flame, or a guy can have teeth that turn into magically long blades. So who's to say what is and isn't possible with these darn quirks? Assuming that he wouldn't die from it in terms of liters per second, Bakugo is sweating over 1,000,000 times faster than the average human being. Let that sink in for a minute.
So basically,
he is sweating 1,000,000 times faster than you. If you were to stand with that barrel in an Olympic swimming pool, he would be able to fill the entire thing with his sweat in 34 minutes and 43 seconds. Every 30 minutes, he's sweating the amount of an Olympic swimming pool.
Yuck. Yeah, that's nasty.
Sweating is the act of a healthy body.
Of course, Bakugo isn't going to spend all day in sauna conditions, but even at regular temperatures, he'd be sweating buckets on a daily basis. Literally sweating buckets. On an average day, a regular person will produce between 500 and 700 milliliters of sweat. At 1,000,000 times that rate, Bakugo would be sweating between 5 and 700,000 liters every single day. Which, let's be honest, would probably mean he'd need to drink a little bit more than 8 glasses of water per day to stay hydrated.
Water
it would definitely mean that I wouldn't want to sit anywhere near him in class.
That's probably why he's always mad.
You think so? Because he's always sweating?
Wrong direction when he chose his hero.
Or maybe because he's always hot.
Explosion murder.
I'm gonna say that one's a little too far.
Nah, forget all that. With palms as sweaty as yours, buddy, you're better off calling yourself the Swamp Thing. But hey, that's just a theory. A film theory. And cut.
I love when he does that.
But see, I like Bakugo though. He has him swimming in the sweat. I like Bakugo's character because whenever we like look at any episode with him in it, and then like you see the comments like, oh my god, Bakugo's so annoying. Just get over it. Well, he does have to get over Midoriya though.
Yeah, he does.
He does because anytime he breathes, Midoriya could just
Deku!
He could just go there.
Deku!
And he'd be like, what?
Why are you breathing, Deku?
I need to live. Like what the? Like what? You better stop it right now. Like
I don't want to see you breathing, Deku.
But now that like the anime is like progressing, I think he's like noticing stuff about Midoriya.
Finally.
And he's kind of calming down, and I think he might have maybe more of a grudge towards Midoriya because, spoiler, if you guys haven't watched
spoiler now, you have
My Hero.
We're gonna give you 6 seconds.
Skip it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've been warned.
All right, so after All Might fought All for One and defeated him, he didn't kill him, but after he defeated him and used up all of his last power, he turned to the camera and said, "It's now your turn," and he was talking to Midoriya, and then Bakugo caught on to that, and then he asked All Might later, he was like, "What is Midoriya to you?" And then he basically said like, "I can't tell you," like he's like a student, and then he knew that he was saying he was hiding something. He was like, "Okay, so you don't want to tell me, but okay," but he knows that there's something more between them two, like he might be his favorite, and Bakugo looked up to All Might, so he might feel more of a disappointment or grudge towards Midoriya now, not just like anger, it's just like something more deeper because he didn't scream.
There was another theory. This might be a mind-blowing theory.
What?
But they was like, All for One might have stole Midoriya's quirk.
Oh, you think so? Like when he was little? What will his quirk be?
We might, if they get to the end of it and he pulls another a shocking revelation, I stole his quirk, and it'd be like it'd been that one that maybe, I don't know, the shockwave one,
right?
And that was his quirk the whole time.
Maybe.
What?
I was so sad when he took the search quirk from the girl that was like the green like cat.
She had to retire.
Yeah, she almost died. Like she was almost dead, and like he took her quirk of like searching. So I'm just like, dang.
He said that was a good quirk.
He needed.
I'm like, damn. Can he get it back? Can we?
What I want to know is the Psycho Girl's quirk. Like, does she even have one?
I don't know. Does something to do
like
with
the
blood?
blonde girl. I don't know her name, but I know you guys know what I'm talking about. The one with the blades and she likes taking blood. And
stuff. I call her Psycho Girl. Yeah, we call her.
I just call her Psycho Girl because she's crazy. But like this is her quirk taking blood? Like, or is it like she just doesn't have one and she's just so crazy that she's in the villain thing?
She might.
Because everybody else has a quirk.
She might be on her Harley Quinn.
Really?
She might be in her Harley Quinn where she's a regular person, but you know,
she's just crazy.
She's crazy. I don't know.
Because she liked Midoriya.
Oh yeah.
For so like on sight, she was like, ooh, like, and then her
because probably
love
Stain,
for him.
maybe Stain.
Probably.
Because Stain was a very, very political character.
Because her love for him made her like want to take his blood and everything.
All type of weird. I'm like, girl, if you don't. And
she's like, suck.
Right.
I was like,
Anyway.
you just crazy.
Anyway, guys, please comment below. Tell us what you think.
Don't forget to like and share.
Some more pieces.